of sunrise.
We were not going to just stand to the side. We're not going to just sing songs and watch these trucks drive by.
Happening right now, protesters of the 30-meter telescope are lying across the roadway to the summit. You can see they are surrounded by law enforcement at this time. Construction of this controversial project is set to begin today.
Our Mahealani Richardson is standing by live on Mauna Kea as the demonstration unfolds. We'll have more from her in just a little bit. Right now, though, here's Guy Huggy.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Now, we've got a nice weather pattern setting up to start the work week, and it's going to continue. What we see today is going to last all the way through Friday. Comfortable humidity levels, and those breezy trade winds will also push in a few windward and Mauka showers. We're talking mainly in the overnight and early morning hours. Really minuscule rainfall totals. No significant rainfall expected anytime soon. And for the Kona side of the Big Island, they'll likely see some showers building in the afternoon hours. Now, out in the ocean, that big south swell is subsiding. And then after this swell is gone, well, we're in for a long stretch of basically no waves. So this is yesterday at Sandy Beach. Look how gnarly that is. Big, dangerous, and to a large extent, life-threatening. And then even the neighbor islands got in on the South Shore action. Look at how beautiful that was. With the trade winds, we had beautiful surf conditions. And even for somebody like Luke Huggy catching some overhead sets. Yes, it was a good day for him and for many surfers. Lacey, how's the traffic?
All right on, Luke. Let's take a look at traffic flow heading in from the west side. We still got no changes. The H1 moving well past the H1H2 merge, and we got the zipper lane open back in Waikele. Other than that, we had no accidents, no stalled vehicles. Still a light drive heading up Fort Weaver Road out of Eva Beach. Stephen, Grace, back to you.
All right, Lacey, Guy, thank you. 5:32 right now. People are lying on Mauna Kea Access Road, blocking any potential vehicles from going up the mountain.
Mahealani Richardson is live on Mauna Kea with more for us. Mahea.
Aloha, Grace and Steve. We're about an eighth of a mile up from the intersection. We're on Mauna Kea Access Road, about an eighth of a mile up from the Saddle Road. And behind me, you can see the 7 protesters were told by their leaders that they got here a little after 3 o'clock in the morning. What they're lying on is a cattle guard, that metal grate. And when we got here, they were lying there, somehow attached, possibly with chains, but we're not exactly sure. We have asked the protesters, we have asked the leaders, what exactly are they attached to the cattle guard with, and they would not say. They said that this is an act of civil disobedience because of the expected construction of the 30-meter telescope, where the DOT, the Department of Transportation, has planned to shut down Mauna Kea Access Road at 7 a.m. Now, when we got here, the protesters were lying on the ground. And they were not covered with blankets, but all of a sudden, some people came here. There were Hawaiian medics. They covered themselves with blankets. And then also the Hawaii County police officer who was here asked for them to be covered with blankets. Right now, there are at least 10 Hawaii County police officers here. There are about 10 of them on the other side of the grate, and a few more have walked up the an eighth of a mile to the grate here and have joined the police presence. It looks like these police officers who have just arrived, some of them are with the Attorney General Investigations Division. You see that officer there walking into the middle of the grate. Now, when we got here, one of the Hawaii County police officers went to each protester one by one, said what they were wearing, said their gender, and asked them to move. And when they didn't reply, they said that they would be arrested. And we also asked one of the police officers if they have already been arrested. He said that they could not comment today. Now you see some of the people here who are some of the plainclothes people here. These are part of the activists here. They have been checking on the protesters as they have been lying here, just making sure that they're okay. They've been bringing them blankets. They have been bringing them water because it has been cold here. And also, we can tell you that there is a big crowd. It is growing at the intersection of Mauna Kea Access Road and the Daniel K. Inouye Highway, which is also called the Summit Summit Road, also called the Saddle Road, rather. We have seen the line of cars that is starting to grow. We know that yesterday, maybe anywhere from 200, 500 people that were coming and going. It's difficult to give you an exact number because we hear different numbers from different people. But all the way here up the access road, we can hear people chanting back and forth. And so they are chanting. They are ready to stand for Mauna Kea, which they believe is sacred. I'm Mahea Lenny Richardson reporting for Hawaii News Now. Grace and Steve, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Mahea.
Well, supporters of the controversial project say they have not been publicly backing it out of fear. Richard Ha is a TMT supporter and member of the Native Hawaiian group Pueo. He's in favor of TMT for job creation and to help the Big Island's economy.
We really need to diversify our economy because that's the reality. But there's all kinds of jobs attached to making this work, from the people who run the offices to many different kinds of jobs that use computers.
Pueo, which stands for Perpetuating Unique Educational Opportunities, came together to back the telescope during the contested case hearings.
You can find more coverage, including a look back at what led up to this point, in a mini documentary produced by our web team. That's online right now at hawaiinewsnow.com, and we'll continue to bring you live updates throughout the morning on air, online, and on our mobile app.